Unlock the secrets of success. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they set their minds to while others struggle to make progress? Is success just about luck, talent, or something else entirely? If you're tired of feeling stuck and want real, actionable strategies to level up your life, you're in the right place. Today we're diving deep into 100 Things Successful People Do by Nigel Cumberland, a book packed with insights, habits, and principles that can transform your mindset and results. Why should you stay till the end? Because we're not just summarizing this book. We're breaking it down in a way that's easy to understand, relatable, and instantly applicable to your life. Each chapter holds a valuable lesson that can help you take control, embrace challenges, and build unstoppable momentum. And before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll get more powerful book summaries, success strategies, and motivation delivered straight to you. Don't miss out on the knowledge that can change your life. Join our community today. Now let's dive into the 100 Lessons for Success and start taking action. Chapter 1. Take personal responsibility. One of the biggest differences between successful and unsuccessful people is how they respond to setbacks. Do they blame others, or do they take responsibility for their actions? Think about someone who's struggling with their career. They might say, "My boss never gives me opportunities," or "The economy is bad, so I can't get ahead." While those factors might be true, focusing on them won't lead to progress. Instead, successful people ask, "What can I do to improve my situation?" Maybe they can take an online course, build new skills, or actively seek better opportunities. A great example of this is Oprah Winfrey. She faced a tough childhood, grew up in poverty, and encountered multiple setbacks in her career. But instead of blaming her circumstances, she took control. She worked tirelessly, improved her skills, and built an empire that inspired millions. Next time you catch yourself blaming someone or something, pause and ask, "What can I do to change this situation?" Even small shifts in mindset can lead to major results. Chapter 2. Embrace change. Change can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary for growth. Many people resist it because they fear the unknown. However, those who embrace change often discover new opportunities they never imagined. Take Netflix as an example. In the early 2000s, they started as a DVD rental company, competing with Blockbuster. But instead of resisting the digital revolution, they adapted and became a streaming giant. Blockbuster, on the other hand, refused to change and eventually went out of business. The same applies to personal growth. Imagine you've worked at the same company for 10 years. You feel safe, but deep down, you know you're stuck. If you don't embrace change, like learning a new skill or exploring new job opportunities, you might wake up one day feeling unfulfilled. Whenever you face change, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can I make the most of this?" This shift in perspective will help you adapt and thrive. Chapter 3. Believe in yourself. Self-belief is the foundation of success. If you don't believe you can achieve something, you won't put in the effort to make it happen. Consider Thomas Edison, who failed over 10,000 times while inventing the light bulb. If he had given up after the first few failures, we might still be living in the dark. But Edison believed in his vision and persisted until he succeeded. A more relatable example is public speaking. Many people say, "I'm terrible at speaking in front of crowds," but what if they believed, "I can improve with practice"? That small shift in mindset can give them the courage to start, practice, and eventually become a confident speaker. Each morning tell yourself, "I am capable, I am improving, I can achieve my goals." Positive self-talk builds confidence over time. Chapter 4. Set clear goals. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Successful people don't just dream about success, they set clear, actionable goals. For example, if someone says, "I want to be rich," that's too vague. But if they say, "I will save $500 per month and invest it in stocks," and that's a concrete plan. Take Elon Musk as an example. He didn't just say, "I want to change the world." He set specific goals, like creating a reusable rocket with SpaceX or building affordable electric cars with Tesla. By breaking big dreams into smaller, measurable steps, he turned ambitious ideas into reality. Write down your goals in a notebook. Break them into smaller steps, set deadlines, and track your progress. This will make your dreams more achievable. Chapter 5. Be optimistic. Your mindset shapes your reality. If you believe good things will happen, you'll take actions that lead to success. If you focus on negativity, you'll feel stuck. Think about J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. She was rejected by 12 publishers, struggled with financial hardships, and almost gave up. But she stayed optimistic and kept pushing forward. Today, her books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide. A personal example. Imagine you fail a test. You could say, "I'm just bad at this subject," or you could say, "I'll study harder and do better next time." The second mindset leads to growth, while the first leads to stagnation. Keep a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This helps train your brain to focus on the positive. Chapter 6. Learn from failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. Every successful person has failed multiple times before reaching their goals. The difference? They learn from their mistakes and keep moving forward. Take Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He was once cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he trained harder, learned from his weaknesses, and became a legend. A more relatable example. Imagine you start a business and it doesn't work out. Instead of thinking, "I'm not cut out for this," you analyze what went wrong, refine your approach, and try again. The lessons you learn from failure make your next attempt even stronger. The next time you fail at something, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Write down the lessons and use them to improve. Chapter 7. Take risks. Success often requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Playing it safe may feel comfortable, but it rarely leads to extraordinary results. Think about Jeff Bezos, who left a stable job on Wall Street to start Amazon in his garage. It was a huge risk. He could have failed, but he believed in his vision and took the leap. Today, Amazon is one of the world's most valuable companies. In everyday life, this could mean asking for a promotion, starting a side hustle, or moving to a new city for better opportunities. Risks can be scary, but they often lead to the biggest rewards. Identify one area of your life where fear is holding you back. Take a small, calculated risk in that area and see what happens. Chapter 8. Develop good habits. Success isn't built overnight. It's the result of consistent daily habits. Your habits shape your future. For example, if you want to be fit, exercising daily and eating healthy will get you there. If you want to be financially secure, saving and investing consistently will help. Small actions, repeated over time, lead to big results. Look at Warren Buffett. He didn't become one of the world's richest people by making one great investment. He built his wealth through the habit of disciplined investing and learning every single day. Choose one positive habit to build this month, whether it's reading 10 pages a day, waking up earlier, or exercising regularly. Stick with it. Chapter 9. Stay focused. In today's world of distractions, focus is a superpower. Successful people don't try to do everything at once. They focus deeply on what matters most. Take Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, 2 of the most successful people in the world. When asked about their number 1 key to success, both answered with one word: focus. Imagine you're studying for an exam, but you keep checking social media. Your brain never fully engages in learning. But if you put your phone away and dedicate 1 solid hour to studying, you'll learn much more in less time. Use the Pomodoro technique. Work in focused sprints of 25 to 50 minutes, take a short break, and repeat. This helps maintain concentration and productivity.
Chapter 10. Never Stop Learning. The most successful people are lifelong learners. The world is always changing, and those who keep learning stay ahead. Think about Elon Musk. He didn't know anything about rockets when he started SpaceX, but he read books, studied the subject, and surrounded himself with experts until he mastered it. A simple example: if you learn one new skill every year, in 10 years, you'll have 10 valuable new skills. This can open doors to better jobs, new opportunities, and personal growth. Read books, take online courses, listen to podcasts, commit to learning something new every day. Chapter 11. Surround yourself with the right people. The people you spend the most time with shape your mindset, habits, and success. If you surround yourself with negative, unmotivated people, their energy will affect you. But if you're around ambitious, positive people, you'll naturally level up. Look at Steve Jobs. He built Apple with a team of talented and driven people like Steve Wozniak. He didn't do it alone. Think about your own life. Do your friends push you to grow, or do they hold you back? If you want to be successful, surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. Join groups, attend events, and build relationships with like-minded, ambitious individuals. Chapter 12. Be disciplined. Motivation is great, but it comes and goes. Discipline is what keeps you going even when you don't feel like it. Take Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He wakes up at 4 a.m. to train every day, whether he feels like it or not. That discipline is what made him a top athlete, actor, and entrepreneur. In daily life, discipline means sticking to your goals, even when it's hard. Want to write a book? Discipline means writing every day, not just when inspiration strikes. Want to save money? Discipline means sticking to your budget, not just when it's convenient. Build discipline by setting small, non-negotiable rules for yourself, like exercising 3 times a week or reading for 20 minutes daily. Chapter 13. Take action. At the end of the day, success comes down to action. You can have the best ideas and plans, but if you don't execute them, nothing changes. Look at Richard Branson. He didn't just dream of starting businesses, he took action, launching Virgin Records, Virgin Airlines, and many more ventures. A relatable example: many people want to start a YouTube channel or write a book, but they spend years thinking about it instead of just starting. The only way to succeed is to begin, even if it's imperfect. Stop overthinking and take the first step toward your goal today. Chapter 14. Set clear goals. Having a vision is great, but without clear goals, it's just a dream. Successful people don't just say, "I want to be rich," or "I want to be successful." They set specific, measurable, and time-bound goals that guide their actions. Think about Olympic athletes. They don't just aim to be better. They set clear targets like shaving off 0.5 seconds from their race time or lifting 10% more weight within 6 months. A real-life example: if you want to write a book, don't just say, "I want to be an author someday." Instead, set a goal like, "I will write 500 words every day and finish my first draft in 6 months." Use the SMART goal method. Make sure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Chapter 15. Be adaptable. The world is constantly changing, and those who succeed are the ones who adapt instead of resisting change. Think about Netflix. They started as a DVD rental service, but when streaming became popular, they shifted their entire business model. If they had clung to DVDs, they would have gone out of business like Blockbuster. Now, apply this to your own life. Maybe you've been working a certain way for years, but new technology or trends are changing the game. Instead of fearing change, embrace it and find ways to use it to your advantage. When facing a change, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" but ask, "How can I use this to grow?" Chapter 16. Manage your time. Wisely, time is the most valuable resource you have. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. That's why successful people prioritize their time and avoid wasting it on distractions. Consider Elon Musk, who schedules his day in 5-minute blocks to maximize productivity. He runs multiple billion-dollar companies because he plans his time efficiently instead of letting distractions take over. A practical example: if you spend 3 hours a day on social media, that adds up to 21 hours a week, almost an entire day wasted. Imagine what you could achieve if you use that time to learn, create, or build something meaningful. Track your daily activities for 1 week and see where you waste time. Then eliminate unnecessary distractions and focus on what truly matters. Chapter 17. Stay positive. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means focusing on solutions instead of dwelling on problems. Look at Thomas Edison, who failed 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Instead of saying, "I failed," he said, "I found 10,000 ways that don't work." That positive attitude kept him going until he succeeded. In everyday life, negativity can slow you down. If you constantly think, "I'll never succeed," you won't take action. But if you shift your mindset to, "I will figure this out," you become unstoppable. Every time you catch yourself thinking negatively, reframe it into a positive or solution-focused thought. Chapter 18. Build self-confidence. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build through action and experience. Take Oprah Winfrey. She faced rejection early in her career, but instead of giving up, she kept improving her skills. Over time, she built the confidence to become one of the most influential media personalities in the world. A relatable example: think of the first time you rode a bike. You were scared, unsure, and maybe even fell. But after practicing, you gained confidence and rode without thinking twice. The same applies to public speaking, business, or any new skill. You gain confidence by taking action, not waiting to feel ready. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone regularly. The more you do things that scare you, the more confident you become. Chapter 19. Handle stress effectively. Stress is part of life, but successful people manage it well instead of letting it control them. Think about Barack Obama. Despite dealing with enormous pressure as president, he maintained a calm and composed attitude. How? He focused on staying present, exercising, and keeping perspective. In everyday life, stress can come from work, relationships, or personal struggles. The key is to develop coping mechanisms like exercising, meditating, or taking deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed. When feeling stressed, try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. It instantly calms your nervous system. Chapter 20. Never give up. Persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who quit too soon. Take J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, 12 publishers rejected her manuscript. Many people would have given up, but she kept going until she found success. Now, think about your own goals. Maybe you've faced rejection, setbacks, or slow progress. But remember, every success story starts with persistence. If you feel like quitting, remind yourself why you started. Keep pushing forward. You never know how close you are to success. Chapter 21. Be a lifelong learner. Successful people never stop learning. They know that growth doesn't end after school. It's a lifelong journey. Think about Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. Even in his 90s, he still spends 5 hours a day reading because he believes knowledge compounds like interest. Now, let's make this relatable. Imagine two employees. One learns new skills regularly, while the other sticks to what they already know. Who do you think gets promoted first? The one who continuously improves. Dedicate at least 30 minutes a day to learning, whether it's reading, taking a course, or listening to an educational podcast. Chapter 22. Surround yourself with the right people. You become like the people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with ambitious, positive, and growth-minded individuals, you'll naturally become more like them. A real-world example. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak both were tech enthusiasts who pushed each other to innovate, leading to the creation of Apple. On the flip side, if you're always around negative or unmotivated people, their mindset will rub off on you too. Evaluate your circle. Are your friends and colleagues lifting you up or holding you back? If needed, seek out new connections. Attend networking events, join online groups, or find mentors. Chapter 23. Develop a strong work ethic. Talent means nothing without hard work. The most successful people aren't necessarily the smartest. They're the ones who consistently put in the effort. Look at Kobe Bryant. He was already an NBA star, yet he would practice before sunrise, putting in thousands of extra hours to perfect his game. A relatable example: imagine two students. One studies every day for a month, while the other crams the night before. Who do you think does better? Success isn't about one big effort. It's about consistent, daily discipline. Adopt the 1% improvement rule. Focus on getting just 1% better every day, and over time, the results will be massive. Chapter 24. Take smart risks. Playing it safe won't lead to extraordinary success. Sometimes you have to take calculated risks to reach the next level. Consider Jeff Bezos. He left a stable job on Wall Street to start Amazon. It was risky, but he did his research and took a strategic gamble, which paid off massively. In real life, this might mean starting a side business, investing in your education, or speaking up with a bold idea at work. When faced with a risk, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? If the worst-case scenario is manageable, go for it. Chapter 25. Give back to others. True success isn't just about personal achievement. It's also about helping others. Take Bill Gates. He's donated billions to charity because he believes success should be used for a greater purpose. Even on a small scale, giving back makes a difference. You can mentor someone, volunteer, or simply help a friend in need. Find a way to give back, whether it's donating time, money, or knowledge. Helping others will make you feel more fulfilled. Chapter 26. Stay humble. No matter how successful you become, humility is key. The moment you think you know everything, you stop growing. Think about Elon Musk. Despite his wealth, he sleeps in the office, takes feedback seriously, and constantly learns from others. Compare this to people who let success get to their heads. They stop improving and eventually fall behind. A real-life example. Imagine a talented employee who starts slacking off after getting promoted. Eventually, Someone hungrier and more disciplined will replace them. Always stay curious and open-minded. Listen to feedback, admit mistakes, and keep learning, no matter how far you've come. Chapter 27, Manage Your Time Wisely. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Everyone gets 24 hours a day, but successful people use them differently. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She manages multiple businesses, interviews world leaders, and still finds time to read and work on self-improvement. How? Prioritization. A relatable example, think about two students. One procrastinates and rushes assignments at the last minute, while the other plans ahead and studies daily. Who gets better grades and feels less stressed? Use the 80-20 rule. Focus on the 20% of tasks that bring 80% of results. Cut out distractions, set clear goals, and schedule your time intentionally. Chapter 28. Learn from failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Look at Michael Jordan. He was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of quitting, he used it as motivation to work harder and became the greatest of all time. Or take J.K. Rowling. Her first Harry Potter book was rejected 12 times before becoming a global phenomenon. A relatable example. Imagine applying for a dream job and getting rejected. You can either give up or learn from the experience, improve, and try again. After every setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Adjust your strategy and keep going. Chapter 29. Master your finances. Success isn't just about earning money. It's about managing it wisely. Think about people who win the lottery. Many go bankrupt within a few years because they don't know how to handle wealth. Contrast that with self-made millionaires who budget, invest, and build financial security. A relatable example. Two people earn the same salary. One spends recklessly and lives paycheck to paycheck, while the other saves, invests, and builds wealth over time. Who will be financially free? Follow the 50-30-20 rule. Spend 50% on needs, 30% on wants, and save or invest 20%. Chapter 30. Never stop pushing forward. Success is not a final destination. It's a continuous journey. Think about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. After a failed football career, he became a wrestling superstar. Then he reinvented himself as a Hollywood actor, and now he's an entrepreneur. He keeps pushing forward, adapting, and growing. A relatable example. A student graduates college and lands a job. If they stop learning and growing, they'll get stuck. But if they keep improving, they'll move up in their career and achieve bigger goals. Never get too comfortable. Set new goals. Challenge yourself and keep striving for better. Chapter 31. Stay adaptable. Success isn't about sticking to one rigid plan. It's about adapting to changes and seizing new opportunities. Think about Netflix. They started as a DVD rental company, but when they saw the rise of streaming, they adapted, and now they dominate the entertainment industry. Compare that to Blockbuster, which refused to change and went out of business. A relatable example. Imagine you're a student who always relied on memorization. One day, exams shift to application-based questions. If you refuse to adjust your study methods, you'll struggle. But if you adapt, you'll succeed. Embrace change as an opportunity. Be flexible, learn new skills, and pivot when necessary. Chapter 32. Cultivate patience and persistence. Big goals take time and effort. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's a result of staying patient and persistent. Look at Warren Buffett. He didn't become a billionaire overnight. He spent decades making smart investments and letting his wealth grow. A relatable example: imagine starting a workout routine. If you expect results in a week and quit, nothing changes. But if you stay patient and keep going, you'll see results over time. When things get tough, remind yourself why you started. Stay consistent, trust the process, and never give up too soon. Chapter 33. Develop a strong work ethic. Talent alone isn't enough. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Think about Kobe Bryant. He was known for his insane work ethic. While others partied, he was in the gym at 4 a.m., practicing for hours. That's what made him a legend. A relatable example: two employees start at the same company. One does the bare minimum, while the other puts in effort, learns, and goes the extra mile. Who will get promoted? Set high standards for yourself, show up every day, and give your best effort in everything you do. Chapter 34. Focus on what you can control. Worrying about things outside your control wastes energy. Successful people focus on what they can change and let go of the rest. Example: Serena Williams can't control bad weather or unfair calls in tennis matches, but she can control her mindset, practice, and strategy. That's why she's a champion. A relatable example: if your boss makes an unfair decision, you can't control their actions, but you can control how you respond, improve your skills, or look for better opportunities. Whenever you feel stressed, ask yourself, can I control this? If yes, take action. If no, let it go and move forward. Chapter 35. Learn to say no. Your time and energy are valuable. If you say yes to everything, you'll burn out and lose focus on what truly matters. Think about Steve Jobs. He said no to thousands of ideas so he could focus on making a few exceptional products. A relatable example: if you're studying for an important exam but a friend asks you to go out, saying yes might mean falling behind. But saying no keeps you on track toward your goals. Before saying yes, ask, does this align with my goals? If not, say no, confidently. Chapter 36. Develop emotional intelligence. Success isn't just about IQ, it's about understanding emotions, yours and others. Think about leaders like Barack Obama. His ability to stay calm, read people, and respond wisely made him an effective leader. A relatable example: imagine a boss who yells at employees versus one who listens, motivates, and resolves conflicts calmly. Who builds a stronger team? Practice self-awareness and empathy. Stay calm under pressure, understand others' emotions, and respond thoughtfully, instead of reacting impulsively. Chapter 37. Keep your word. Integrity is everything. If people trust you, opportunities will open. If they don't, your reputation will suffer. Think about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's built his brand on reliability. When he commits to something, he follows through, which is why people trust and admire him. A relatable example: if you promise to help a friend move but don't show up, will they trust you next time? Probably not. Only make promises you can keep. Be reliable, follow through, and build a reputation of trustworthiness. Chapter 38. Stay curious and keep learning. The most successful people never stop learning. Think about Bill Gates. He reads 50 books a year to keep expanding his knowledge. That's why he stays ahead. A relatable example: if two employees start with the same skills but one continues learning while the other stops, guess who will get promoted faster? Read, take courses, learn new skills, The more you know, the more valuable you become. Chapter 39. Surround yourself with positive people. The people around you affect your mindset. If you're surrounded by negative, lazy, or toxic people, their energy will drag you down. Think about Elon Musk's team. He surrounds himself with ambitious, brilliant minds who push him to innovate. A relatable example. If you're trying to eat healthy but all your friends eat junk food, it's harder to stay on track. But if your friends also prioritize health, you'll stay motivated. Audit your circle. Spend more time with people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you. Chapter 40. Take care of your health. Without good health, nothing else matters. You can't perform at your best if you're constantly exhausted, sick, or stressed. Think about Jeff Bezos. He prioritizes sleep, exercise, and a balanced diet, knowing it helps him make better decisions. A relatable example, imagine two entrepreneurs. One eats junk, sleeps poorly, and is always tired. The other exercises, eats well, and feels energized. Who will be more productive? Prioritize sleep, exercise, and nutrition. Success is easier when you feel your best. Chapter 41. Be grateful. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's about recognizing and appreciating what you have, which keeps you motivated and positive. Think about Oprah Winfrey. She has kept a gratitude journal for decades, writing down things she's thankful for every day. This mindset has helped her stay grounded despite her massive success. A relatable example, two people get the same job. One complains about long hours, while the other is grateful for the opportunity and uses it to grow. Who will be happier and more successful? Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple habit can shift your mindset and boost happiness. Chapter 42. Stay true to your values. Success means nothing if you compromise your values to get there. Integrity, honesty, and authenticity matter in the long run. Think about Nelson Mandela. Despite facing prison for 27 years, he never abandoned his values of justice and equality. His unwavering principles made him one of the most respected leaders in history. A relatable example, imagine a business owner who cuts corners and lies to customers. They might make quick money, but eventually their reputation will collapse. Define your core values and make decisions that align with them. Never sacrifice integrity for short-term gains. Chapter 43. Learn to forgive. Holding on to resentment only hurts you. Successful people know that forgiveness frees up mental energy for more important things. Think about Nelson Mandela again. After being imprisoned for decades, he forgave his captors and led his country to reconciliation. That's true strength. A relatable example. If someone wrongs you at work, holding a grudge only drains your energy, but letting go allows you to focus on your success. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing negative emotions so you can move forward stronger. Chapter 44. Celebrate small wins. Big achievements don't happen overnight, so it's important to recognize and celebrate progress along the way. Think about athletes training for the Olympics. They don't just celebrate gold medals. They celebrate personal bests, small improvements, and milestones that lead to victory. A relatable example. If you're writing a book, waiting until it's published to celebrate can be discouraging. Instead, celebrate finishing a chapter, getting good feedback, or staying consistent. Acknowledge progress. Even small steps count. It keeps you motivated and builds momentum. Chapter 45. Give back. True success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about how you impact others. Look at Bill and Melinda Gates. After building a massive fortune, they focused on philanthropy, donating billions to health and education initiatives. A relatable example. If you succeed in your career, consider mentoring someone who's just starting. Sharing knowledge and helping others creates a ripple effect of positivity. Find ways to give back, whether through mentoring, donations, or small acts of kindness. It makes success more meaningful. Chapter 46. Cultivate patience. Success is a long game. Overnight success is a myth. Behind every great achievement is years of effort, learning, and persistence. Think about Warren Buffett, one of the richest investors in the world. He didn't become a billionaire by chasing quick money. Instead, he practiced patience, letting his investments grow over decades. A relatable example. Imagine two people learning a new language. One gives up after a few weeks because they're not fluent yet. The other keeps practicing daily, improving bit by bit. Who will succeed? Trust the process. Stay consistent, embrace slow progress, and don't rush results. Chapter 47. Find joy in the process. People who only focus on end results often feel empty after achieving their goals. The happiest and most successful people enjoy the journey itself. Think about Michael Jordan. He wasn't just obsessed with winning championships. He genuinely loved the game, which made him train harder and play with passion. A relatable example. If you start a fitness journey only to look good, you might quit if results take too long. But if you learn to enjoy the workouts, you'll stick with it for life. Shift your mindset. Love the process, not just the reward. Chapter 48. Take time to reflect. Successful people regularly reflect on their progress to learn, adjust, and improve. Without reflection, you might stay busy, but never truly grow. Think about Steve Jobs. He would take long walks to reflect and generate new ideas. This habit helped him make Apple a game-changing company. A relatable example. If you keep failing at job interviews but never analyze what went wrong, you'll repeat the same mistakes. Reflection leads to improvement. Set aside time each week to ask yourself, what went well? What can I improve? What are my next steps? Chapter 49. Stay adaptable. Life is unpredictable. The most successful people adjust their approach when needed instead of clinging to old plans. Think about Netflix. They started as a DVD rental service but adapted to streaming when technology changed. Those who refused to evolve, like Blockbuster, disappeared. A relatable example. If your business idea isn't working, don't be stubborn. Analyze what's wrong, adjust, and try a new approach. Stay open to change. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. Chapter 50. Keep growing, keep learning. Success isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. Think about Elon Musk. Despite running multiple companies, he still reads, researches, and learns new skills constantly. A relatable example, a musician who stops practicing will eventually lose their edge. A business owner who ignores industry trends will fall behind. Never settle. Read, take courses, ask questions, and keep pushing your limits.